more person.
So what are you guys doing? Bless you.
Sneeze.
Brian's having a sneezing fit.
Well, at least I can't hear him. Oh, that was a very big sneeze at the end there.
I think that was just Kink snorting.
Okay, one of the
I
two.
didn't snort.
Oh, that's what it sounded like.
But yeah, Lay recognises Morrow as a name mentioned from the form pack. That's about all he gathered. So I don't know what we do with that information.
We're on our way to go check out the place from last night. That shoreline where all the barbers were gathered. If you left anything, any clues, any prints. The school is also close by there anyway, so trips.
Okay. So you guys are going to go back to where you were?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah? Okay. I'll move you in just 2 shakes.
Oh, baby!
Get some fresh eyes on this.
Get rid of you. I'll move you guys in just a second.
Okay, what happened?
You happened.
We're going to check out the site that we originally saw the tracks, I guess.
Oh. So we're going back down to the school?
Yeah. I'm just fixing
This time
something.
with Thaddeus instead. Fresh eyes.
And there.
Where did the archer go? Like, I thought it was the archer the whole way through. Where did Thad come back?
He's come and go quite a
Now.
bit.
No. I just came. He just came.
You're not there.
That's weird. Okay then.
I think I got... Did I get everybody? I think I did. Okay. You know, we'll throw you in there too.
When we went back to town, that's when Iron Archer disappeared into the shadows.
And y'all are not suspicious.
And y'all are
Not
not...
suspicious at all.
Yeah,
So
Lay
what's
has
Cal?
an excuse, but this is why Cal doesn't like any of you.
this is why Cal doesn't like me.
Wait, what?
Why don't you guys notice these things?
Okay. You are back to... Oh no, you're not supposed to grab him too. You are back to the manor.
We're supposed to see this bird guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What? I don't see anything. What's going on? Is it loading?
Oh no, since you're not on the map, you probably don't see shit.
Oh heck.
I'll put you on the map so you can at least see what's going on.
Just
Like-
like in creep.
Yeah, but Cal is not legitimately there.
He's there in spirit.
Oh, he's not?
Encouraging you guys or just calling you guys dumb.
I think Lay would appreciate that.
Okay, there you go. Okay, so you
Yeah, I
guys,
got nothing. I'll use my imagination.
you still don't see anything?
Yeah.
I just gave
Probably
you.
just have to give the token site.
I did. Oh, I just forgot to click the has sight button.
I'm blind!
That's what I was talking about.
Yep, I gave him like the range and everything, but okay, there you go. Is that better?
Yes.
Okay.
Y'all are babies in red. Never noticed that.
I didn't have sight either.
Oh, probably because I switched you out. What the fuck was that?
Are you okay?
No, I'm slowly dying.
Was that a sneeze? Please tell me that was a sneeze.
That was a sneeze.
Okay. Are you ripping your fingernails out? What are you doing?
That was a sneeze. That's my soul escaping.
That was my soul escaping. Okay, there you go. Is everybody good now?
I'm good now. What time is it?
It is probably about noon. The kids that don't live on the premises have just come back from their lunches. They're allowed to go home. They have a 2-hour break where they can go home and come back. So all the kids are just coming back to the school. There are still some of the older kids still sitting out on the property, just kind of hanging out.
Like those two on the south side of that Castle Fort area.
These two?
Those two.
What about them?
They're some of the school kids, right? Just hanging out.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll just leave it at that for now.
Remind me, what is this building here? This structure?
This is the actual school.
Oh, well, this is the school. Okay.
This is the school. These are just the best ones I could find for these. This is the actual orphanage building. So it's set up a little more like a home, but it does have a fence around it to, protect the kids, especially with Wendigo out. And the schoolyard here is surrounded by a fence, but all of the gates are currently open.
Okay.
Should we talk to the kids and see if they know this missing girl?
Sure.
Who are you going to talk to?
Okay.
Ah!
Oh, not pterodactyls.
So who are you going to talk to?
Oh, I see the werewolf boy.
Here, hold on. Somebody take a screenshot of just like the school area and send it to Jack so she can see the...
I'm sorry.
No, don't be. We are making this work for you, Jack.
All things considered, it shouldn't be too
uploading.
much long.
What's that, Brian?
It's uploading.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There it goes.
Okay, zooming in. There's that. There's them. That weird. The one down near Spotty's name, but is that the one we chased through the
Yes.
the town?
Yeah, Ragnar.
Yep,
I can't remember his name. I think I was that, but that
Yeah, Ragnar is his name.
one.
I'll give you his because his was kind of a funky name.
I don't know about y'all, but these two look suspicious.
Which two?
The
two
two-
by themselves.
Yeah. Like
Oh.
dead center of the image he sent you.
Yep, dead center.
Okay, yeah, black and white, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just trying to follow along.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we then go and bench toward them?
You're gonna venture towards those two?
I'm gonna stealthily do it so that I can try and overhear what they're talking about.
Oh yeah, sneaking up on teenagers.
Like casually walking by, but so that I can hear.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Exactly.
Whoever,
Don't be suspicious.
Peyton, I swear to God. Whoever's
We love
going to go towards them, When you get to about here, roll me a knowledge local check. And this, like, this general area, like, even with the tree kind of area.
Huh, not bad.
Yeah, that's Thaddeus rolled high enough. Alan
Dang, okay.
rolled high enough. Eli, you gonna roll?
Lay roll.
Roll for Lay, Brian.
So he's been here a little bit.
Eli knows shit. Lay, it recognizes one of these individuals, but you're not confident who he is. Thaddeus and Alanin, you recognize the dark-haired one as one of the waiting princes. One of the heirs that was chosen by Rathorn and Makota.
Okay.
Okay. What you doing?
Just continuing along the path and trying to overhear what they're talking about.
As you get close, roll me a perception.
Aw.
Alanin, as you kind of are walking, you know, kind of close, all you hear is them discussing island politics, really, about the visiting allies from the war that just ended, and it sounds like the young prince is being quizzed by the other one.
Okay, we'll just keep walking.
Keep walking.
Go by this group over here. See if we can hear anything from them.
Almost instantly. Are you trying to be sneaky?
Yeah.
Yeah, roll me stealth checks, because...
Not necessarily sneaky, just not suspicious looking.
Oh god, Alanin.
He's tripping over himself and staring dead into their eyes.
As you guys get closer, all 5 of them turn and watch you guys, and you guys can recognize them as the group. Well, you recognize 4 of them as being the group that you had kind of tried to spy on the previous night. And roll me another local check.
Okay.
God.
Jesus. Roll one for Lay. Okay, Lay, for one, makes sense that Lay would know who. Lay recognizes the one in the middle as the other young prince in waiting. So both princes are here, and then the other 4 are the ones that you had been watching last night. And as you guys approach, they all turn and look at you guys.
Like what? I wasn't there last night.
Y'all just stop and stare him down.
I just keep going.
It's a Mexican stand.
Gonna have a turf war with some kids.
Couple kids that could probably kick your ass. That's a bad
What are you
thing.
guys looking at?
Probably. I just keep going. I just keep walking right on by them. Like, whoop, sorry.
My bad. That was me in high school too.
Nothing to see here. Bye.
As you guys walk past them, the one here next to the girl grabs the girl, like his arm around her shoulder, and kind of puts himself between you and her in a very protective manner, and he keeps one eye on you guys.
Lay just sort of looks and is like, tilts his head like, why are you even being like this? We don't want her.
I'm like, dude, she is way too young for me, man.
Here's the thing.
I'm like 300 years old. No fucking way.
I feel like it would be less suspicious if you were actually questioning them, because right now you're just a bunch of adults prowling a school.
It's a main path, isn't it?
You could just went around the school.
It's a main path, sure, but all that's here are orphans and people going to school.
Okay.
These are all kids.
I'm not leading this gravy train. I'm just here.
As you guys come around the school building, you are greeted by a not so large, but slightly burly man. He's heavily scarred with kind of a red auburn hair. And he stops and crosses his arms and is staring Thaddeus down with a "what the fuck do you think you're doing" look.
Choo choo.
Eli, when
Goodbye.
when he gets himself killed, you can ask your questions.
Lay's sort of just being chill at the back of him.
He doesn't say anything. He just stands in front of me.
Yep, he's you just by looking at him, you can't tell if he can talk or if he's just the silent type. He has scars all over his throat and up the side of his face.
Wait, hold on. How did you describe his hair again?
Auburn, kind of red.
Damn it.
Damn it. He looks very battle worn, but still fairly young. If there's anybody close to, well, anybody can do another local check. You might know who he
Okay.
is.
Okay.
There you go. That's a good one from Thaddeus. Lay rolled good.
He knows he should be afraid.
I also flashed the king's seal.
And Alanin, you have no idea who the fuck this is.
Cool.
That's fair. Doesn't Alanin live in the woods?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
Even as you flash your badge, Thaddeus, the guy just kind of raises a brow and looks even more fed up with you than he was before. But you and Lay do know that this is Trinskull, often just called Trin. He is one of the main caretakers of the orphanage and the school. He was a former soldier on a different world with Ali, the famed general on the island. And he lives on the property. He is the main protector of these kids, and he is not happy for you just kind of stalking around the area.
I tell him that we are investigating the disappearance of a girl. Morrow, I think her name was.
The moment you mention her name, his face kind of scrunches up, and he looks even more pissed off than before, which is kind of hard to imagine. He said, "Last I heard, she wasn't missing. She's just being a rebellious teenager."
Okay.
Okay.
I heard she was missing. That's what we were investigating. I don't know.
No one said she was missing.
Shh.
Wait, hold on.
He doesn't need to know
on.
that.
Hold on.
Fair enough. I'm gonna try to bluff at him.
Hold on, let's lay hold oning about.
That was okay. I was just I'm checking something.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay. What you guys doing?
Well, Lay is gonna do the smart thing, and he's gonna tuck his tail and book the shit out of me. He don't want to die.
I just turn away from this guy and we'll continue down the path.
Okay. Probably a good idea. Eli, we'll go to, while they're dealing with him, who are you talking to and what do you want to ask? Yes, that is where you are. You okay?
The people.
Yeah, I know she did.
So funny. Like, I'm glad it's happening, but like, if the kings could see you now.
There's gonna be a complaint.
I know. They already tried to kill one of them.
I didn't try to kill him. I just tried to capture him.
Which he still did not appreciate.
Just imagining the report that appears on the king's desk tomorrow, which is just like a bunch of adventurers slashing King's Pin, stalking local school.
Gonna be in the news.
For not missing girl.
Looking for a girl that is not missing.
That is not missing.
You know, like, I think Makota and Rathorn would be like, oh, for fuck's sake, we shouldn't have.
I just love this idea though. Like, you guys went to the school, you prowled around trying not to look suspicious. The bodyguard comes up, doesn't say a word, and you're like, we're looking for a missing girl. It's like, she's not missing. And then you just walk away.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Understandable, have a nice day. And peace out.
Lay's actually going to... Oh no, Lay's kind of too scared to even try and do that.
Probably just got his ears back this whole time, following Thaddeus around.
Lay probably feels enough of the energy and, like, the dominance coming off of this guy that he's just like, nope!
Pretty much. He's like, this is alpha energy, I'm not fucking with that.
He's not quite that far, but he's definitely don't fuck with.
He's up there.
Yeah, he's a...
Where do you think Lay sits on the totem pole? He is on the ground.
I know he is. He's right there with Muddy. Him and Muddy.
He's the part of the totem pole that's been buried in the ground to keep it upright.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yep.
Long since forgotten.
So as you ask that, Eli, the one in the middle looks at you dumbfounded. And he just stares at you for a minute. And he steps closer to you and whispers, "Didn't I tell you guys a few days ago that she was missing? That's my sister, you dumbass."
Right. So I wasn't lying.
Eli does the legit facepalm. So Bracken, who is one of...
You walk up to her brother. Hey, do you guys know Moro? Like I literally said 3 days ago.
As you leave, Bracken kind of turns back to his brother, who is the one... Well, both of them are the two kind of standing below, just south and west of him, and looks at him and, like, puts his hands up in a what the fuck motion, and you can very quietly hear them muttering behind you as you leave.
So you guys won't only have a report of this sent to the king from Tren, but Bracken, who works directly under them, is going to be like, yeah, so these guys you hired
are dumbasses.
Anything. He just like, oh, my bad, and walks away.
I want to. I wasn't present during that particular conversation, so I didn't even know.
Oh, yours was just as embarrassing.
I know. I'm not saying mine wasn't just as embarrassing, but I want you to know.
This is bad because I am 90.
Wasn't in my notes.
I am 90% sure that Bracken even talked to Eli.
Like directly.
Yes.
I think so. Remember that?
I think
Lynn said he did.
Might want to write that bit down so you don't forget it again.
Can you imagine asking him a third time?
They were probably staring at you because Bracken's like, oh, that's the guy I have looking for Moro. And you walk over like, do you guys know Moro?
She says her computer ate the document. Oh, they're gone. That's a pretty good excuse, I'll give you that.
Oh my
And I'm
god.
not anywhere near my notes, so... I should have remembered because that was the day I went, oh, and I was angry.
Yes. Oh my god, that was funny. You just, like, straight up insulted the king in waiting.
This guy's gonna have you all arrested.
Oh, well.
Well, we should probably just leave.
Ah, shit, that was funny. So,
Got it recorded.
Learned nothing.
so as you guys are getting regrouped over here,
I like to imagine Trent is still staring at you like, what
oh, he
the
probably,
heck?
I 100% can guarantee you he's standing by the gate just watching you guys, like, what the fuck are you doing? As you guys are kind of regrouping, you hear somebody call to you from down the path, and Makoto comes up to you guys.
Oh no.
Ready.
The messenger hawks him real quick.
Trent sent a pigeon.
As he walks by, Trin kind of puts his hand on his chest and lowers his head a little bit to him, but Makoto just kind of ignores him. He's on a mission. He doesn't care about anything else. And he comes up to you guys and he goes, "Have you guys caught any leads?"
Oh boy. Oh boy, have we!
Someone else talk.
Since, I don't know.
Wind's going for something. Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Throw the water kite at him!
He likes water kites. Distract him. Run!
Try the licking thing again.
Ew.
Makoto likes licking.
That
Ew.
is the unfortunate
Sure
truth.
do.
As you guys...
Go up by their ankles.
As you guys are kind of like glancing at each other, he shakes his head and kind of waves his hands. He says, "It doesn't matter. I might have a possible lead that I want you guys to prioritize for me. It is personal business. If you guys can hurry up and meet me back away from all of the kids, maybe just by the river, we can discuss this." And with that, he runs off into the school to supposedly talk to somebody, leaving you guys to find a place to meet up with him.
Okay.
I like Eli just shoving Thaddeus like, you talk.
You talk.
You do it.
This is just a huge shoving match
I
at the
just-
back.
I just go down by the water.
Okay.
As if
Yeah, I
that couldn't
joined.
have gotten any worse, the king shows up.
Okay. Kids are going to start filing, into the school. You guys end up waiting for probably about half hour or so before he comes back out. Oh my god, quit selecting everything. And he finally comes back out. He seems to be a little more oriented on what's going on, but he comes up and he sighs heavily. He does look like he's been running around. He's a little bit sweaty. He says, there was a break-in in the treasure district last night, and one of the young women that is of a rare race was taken from her bed.
Rare race.
She is a full-blooded kitsune. He thinks for a moment, trying to describe, just in case you guys don't know what they are. They are a fox race that is known to have very strong magical abilities, especially as they get older, as well as very fine pelts, and magic is said to run even in their bones.
Ah, yes, Kitsune. Their tail very well. Oh, never mind.
What?
Nothing. Never mind.
He kind of looks you over for a
Oh,
minute.
no, you get shanked.
And he said she's a small, only 5 feet tall, maybe a little, give or take a little bit. She has white fur with golden marks on her face and tail. She's only about 19 years old, and she's a good friend of mine. And he kind of rubs his hands a little bit, clearly worried. Says a friend of hers was with her and walked her home last night, and her parents were there when she went to bed. There was a commotion, and when her parents got to the bedroom, her window was shattered and she was gone. That is all the information I have. We have not been able to pick up any trails as of right now, and I am hoping you can prioritize, because we really rather not have one of our citizens dragged into the slave or black market trade. Especially a kitsune with such magic.
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that. Can we take a look at the scene?
I don't have a map for it, but yes, you can. He nods, and her parents live in the Treasure District. They have a nice house with a red and gold door. They have a lot of knickknacks on their front. For her father is a merchant. He trades quite a bit. He brings trinkets home all the time.
Okay.
And
the person who walked her home, is he a suspect at all?
no, not at all. He is a very, very good lad. He just a fae with a good family. His family are lords here on the island and actually part of our guard.
Does her family have any enemies? Like, her dad obviously does a lot of trading. Does he have any direct, what do you call it, rivals in the trade district, or someone he would consider a rival type of thing?
Not that we know of, especially here. He is a pretty unique merchant. He tends to trade more common things, weirdly enough. He finds interest in trading, rugs from different cultures and occasionally pets, but nothing that would make him a competitor in any of the merchant trade.
Okay. And, they're kitsune too, right? It's not an adopted daughter
Nope.
or anything?
The whole family is kitsune. Her father is a four-tailed. Her mother is a five-tailed.
Oh my god.
But she is just a single-tailed still, which marks her prime because she is still growing into her power.
Well, the one thing I do know about kitsune is, back where I'm from, people would hunt them down and they would cut off their tails and sell them.
And that is part of our worry.
Yeah, because their tails are very valuable. It strikes me as odd that they would go after just the kid, because the adults' tails are more valuable. So
But she is weaker.
That's the reason. Maybe.
She is weaker. Her parents are pretty intimidating when they want to be. He kind of fidgets as if he has made them mad in the past.
Okay, we'll look into this.
He nods, and he even does a surprisingly polite, where he puts his hand on his chest and bows slightly to you guys. A pretty big symbol of thank you and respect to you guys. And then turns and kind of glances. He says, I must be off. I have to discuss this matter with others and try to catch up with the Wendigo. Thank you. Please let me know as soon as you find something. And he morphs into his four-legged form, and he runs off just about as quickly as he had come.
Well, what do we do?
I think we should regroup with Cal and go investigate the scene, and then see what we can figure out from there.
What the hell? What? Ah!
What Thaddeus said.
What that is.
Is that what you guys are doing then?
Yeah.
Okay. Cal, are you going to regroup with him now, or?
Yeah, I'm like looking around the market.
Like, where
Seeing
the...
if I can find him.
Okay. So I can pop you back in. There you go. Cal's back!
Boop. Right in the middle.
What was the
Lay
girl's
jumps
name
on
again?
him.
I forget.
What's that?
The girl's name that he asked us to find. What was her name?
Mela Gold. Here, I'll spell it.
Ooh, I actually got it right.
I'm only half-heartedly looking though. I'm just playing loot and lounging around and
Keeping an
floating
eye
boats.
out for them, that's about it.
More trying to make myself obvious so they find me.
As soon as Lay sees him, he's just gonna run up and jump on him.
Yay!
Yay!
He gets ear scritches for that.
Yeah! There goes the foot. Oh, not again!
Let's listen to her be professional. Aw,
Dang it. She knew. She ran away.
she did.
Bastards.
This is like my favorite gif.
No, the wiggle butt.
That's why I love my boxers. They're the wiggliest.
That's essentially what you got Lay doing.
Yeah. Yes! Was it another scam call?
Yeah.
This is me and Lay right now. We spotted each other. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Doing all the wiggles.
Alright, so, we'll inform Cal of what happened with the gang.
Without sounding weird about all the kids in the schoolyard.
We leave
I
that part.
kind of gathered that you guys were weird at school though.
Like, I don't even know what they're talking about. I didn't talk to anybody at the school.
I'm sure you didn't.
Yeah, but yeah, I basically relay everything you told me to Cal.
Roll perceptions for me.
Okay.
Oh, do you guys miss me?
Oops, that went in my bag.
Okay. Cal and Lay, you're the only ones that hear. You see a couple people walking by, and you hear this rumor of, I heard that one survived. One from that tribe attack that got attacked by the Wendigo? Yeah, one of the babies, one of the pups survived. And they kind of casually walk off as they're, like, excited for the news that they had heard.
Lay kind of perks his ears like, what? And sort of follows after him to try and find out more.
Same.
Can he do that?
Yep.
Yep, I'm going to.
Okay. You can follow them pretty easily. They're not really, like, trying to get away or anything, so all you have to do is get their attention.
Lay's gonna immediately, like, shift so that he's human for once. And go over to them and be like, excuse me.
Oh god, I thought you were a dog.
Oh, God!
What the?
Just for once, he actually used his biped form.
I just thought it was like Cal's service dog or something.
The one female is human, and then the one young man is an elf, and they stop and look at you, and they just beam at you. Why, hello! They're very friendly and happy.
Oh, well, Lay's also like, you know, oh, good, yay, you nice people. You said something. I don't mean to but
Slow down.
I don't mean.
Cal back there, slow down, Lay.
I heard you talking about pups survive tribe. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to eavesdrop, but couldn't help with these radar dishes, and he points at his ears. Who are you talking about?
The woman beams even more, and she said there's that Vargan tribe just up north, just on the other side of the lake. They were attacked by the Wendigo, and last we had heard, all of the pups, I think there were like 11 of them had all been killed by the Wendigo. But now we just got word that one is still alive, so it's not a total loss.
And Lay sort of like, up north. I know where that is. Did you happen to get names?
She kind of frowns a little bit and shakes her head. She goes, no, the male that came in, he was kind of a tall, burly, darker skinned with white hair. And he was walking with a smaller man that had dreadlocks and like 3 or 4 different colors through his hair. The smaller with dreadlocks was a lot perkier and happier than the other man.
Oh no. Thank you. And then like
Oh
immediately
no.
Oh no!
Thaddeus kind of looks at it, Lay like, what? What's wrong? What happened?
before he even answers Thaddeus, he's immediately shifting and booking it out of here. He's not even talking to anyone. He's
Like-
just, I'm off.
Got that, like, arms up, like, what? What?
I'll start following.
You're gonna follow?
Yeah.
Is everybody gonna follow, or is just Cal?
I'm following too.
Okay. Okay. We're just gonna.
Robot voice.
Okay. So
We can hawk again.
yeah. Actually, I'm just gonna use tabs this time.
Sweet.
So. Whoops. I don't need all of you. So right now, he is about right here. Where they are talking is about here. Not even there. It's more over here. So this is where he's heading. When you guys get to about here, I need you guys to roll perceptions.
Okay. Lucy!
Oh God, Lay.
Who's
What happened?
distracted?
Lay
Oh
rolled
no.
one.
Yeah, Lay rolled a natural 1.
Butterfly.
Lay is on too much of a mission. He is booking it. But I will give you credit, Lay, when they get distracted here, you can turn around and see too. I'll let you do that. Cal, Thaddeus, and Alanan, you all, when you guys are heading following him, you notice something that doesn't look like brush in the grass, or in the brush. It's kind of woodsy through here. And when you guys step up, you notice a very small, probably about a week old, tricolored body of a pup, about halfway decomposed.
Oh!
No,
Why would you say that? Why would you make it cute? And then say it's dead?
oh no!
Whoa.
No, that hurts even more. Ow! Lace.
I think my internet just... Nope, maybe not. There we go. So, yep.
Oh no. Oh
I'm
no.
staring at Lay like, what's going on?
Lay just, like, he manages to see that they're distracted and comes back and looks and then just sort of lowers his ears. He's like, oh no.
And the I want to point out, too, for Jack's sake, that it is a kind of mosaic patterned pup.
I keep getting scam callers. Not they keep ringing, so I'm just like, hello, and then do me whole thing and they just hang up. It's all good, mama. Get back to sleep. Bye, mom. Anyway.
Did you hear my description of the pup?
Mosaic.
It's a mosaic, kind of a darker mosaic, gray, brown, white.
Oh no!
Okay.
That was for Jack, not for Lay.
Yeah, that was for Jack.
That was from Jack. Oh no! You are such a mean person, and I love
I love it.
You know how to string emotion.
Still just sitting here staring at Lay.
I take this moment of silence to clear my throat. Can anyone tell what killed it?
Roll me. Roll me. I have to look at a character sheet. Hold on. Heal or heal or perceptions.
You roll for lay.
What do you want, Jack? Which one?
Perception. That's probably my better one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
There you go.
Nice.
If anyone's got a good heal, that's gonna tell us more than perception.
Yeah. So if you can roll both. I'll let you guys roll both if you want.
Yeah, may as well see. Not that Lyle know much about healing, but
Yeah, but it might.
No,
might
Oh God, Eli! Eli nailed that heal check.
Was it a natural 20?
Not a natural 20,
No.
but it totaled to 20. So.
Ooh.
yeah, an 18, and I don't have anything to heal, so
Yep. So, all of you can tell that the pup has very,
Or win.
very distinct holes on its back, like along the neck and spine. Thaddeus and Eli, after a closer inspection, you can tell that the pup had a fracture to the neck. There's actually about two, one on each side of where it looks like jaws would have gripped on its back. And it looks to be kind of a normal, almost average canine sized bite.
Oh no!
Yeah, I thought Wendigo attacked the camp.
That's a Jack thing. I know where this shit's going.
No metagaming.
Jack's
I'm still just staring at Lay.
Lay's just going to sort of. He's not going to acknowledge anyone. He's just going to continue going towards the tribe.
Eli says that it looks like it was attacked by a canine. So, when you guys get to about here, roll me some more perceptions.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Callan, Lay, holy shit,
Third
you
eye
two.
wide open.
Eli rolled really
Was that
damn
good
good.
or
Up
bad?
there, too.
Good.
Oh, good.
So, Cal, Lay, and Eli, when you get to about here, where Tabs is, you notice a creek that kind of branches off. It runs into the lake, but when you your eyes kind of follow it up the hill a little bit, you notice a little clearing. And you guys have the choice. You can either go look at it or not.
Well, I'll go look at it.
Yeah. Go check it out.
We'll look at it.
Okay. When you guys go up there, you can tell that it itself maybe wasn't deliberately cleared, but it's been deliberately upkept. There is what looks like a spot where there used to be a campfire. The clearing is pretty clear of everything, and then off to an edge where the tree line is, there is a fallen log with rocks around it, and you can see an old den going under, and it looks like something had scratched at the mouth of the den. Huge claw marks are spreading over the tree trunk and through the soil. It's clear that it's a few days, a week, maybe even 2 weeks old now, but the claw marks are so deep and just vicious that they will stay there for a couple more rain sessions.
Is anyone able to tell what made them?
Roll nature check. Anybody else doing nature?
Yeah, okay.
I asked the question, but I'm the only one that can tell it.
Yeah.
I don't have knowledge nature, so
Okay. Now roll one
Yeah.
for Lay, though.
I think he's got knowledge nature.
Nature.
I don't see it on the list.
Okay.
Okay.
Well,
Never mind then.
Cal can identify that the claw marks at least, and some of the deep imprints that you can see on the ground are very clearly a very large Wendigo. The marks between the claw marks are at least 2 or 3 inches spaced apart, making its front paws huge, like bear paws.
I turn around to the group. So it seems we have accidentally stumbled across our investigation again.
Lay's going to like timidly approach the den entrance and like sniff around a little bit, see if he can pick up any smells.
The first thing that will hit him, no perception even needed. There's blood still streaking the inside of the den, both from when the pups were born as well as just when they were murdered. There are pieces of fur, both pup and Wendigo, just caught on all the branches and the rocks all around the den. It looks like a massacre had happened. And it's kind of has the scent of decay. It smells like it's rotting. The blood and stuff that's sitting in there is just starting to putrefy.
Lay sort of backs off and like, ugh.
But Lay also recognizes one or two of the smells that's in the den. What do you want? Wiggle butt?
This den, is it the Wendigo den or is it?
No,
pups?
get down. Ah! God damn it! You stupid dumbass! She just about ripped my computer off the counter.
Are you alright?
Jesus shit. I told her to get down. She got caught on my power cord for my headphones. And she ripped the computer forward.
Jeez.
Launched my headphones. Jesus shit.
That was a play in 2 parts. Sorry.
Jesus Christ, that was...
What?
Well, the moment I said that, she decided, oh, I'm going to try to jump up on your chair. Well, I have cords all over for my mic, my headset, everything. And her feet got caught in both the cords.
Oh no.
And she instantly panicked, even though she wasn't actually caught yet. Okay. Now that shit show... Okay. So, okay. Fuck.
Anyway,
I thought I was losing a computer. I panicked.
I think Thaddeus had a question.
Yeah, he's letting the dogs out. Give him 2 seconds. He's letting them out before I kill them.
Yep.
And he's fighting with them. I can hear him yelling, back the fuck up! We're dog sitting my parents' 2 dogs too. So, and Falca likes to guard the door when you put him outside.
I don't know what I was gonna ask.
You were asking
Didn't
something
you say
about the
something
den.
about the den?
Oh, right. Is the den, does it look like it's the Vargan den, or is it a Wendigo den?
It's definitely not a Wendigo den.
Okay.
Lay can pretty much tell that, from the smells that he's smelling, that it was a den of one of the Vargan from his pack.
Should we go in? A question directed at Lay.
Lay just turns away from the den and sort of looks at him and just goes, "You can if you want, but it's not pretty." in the common tongue, so bit jank, but he does it.
Jank.
Go in.
What was that?
I'll go in. Take
Okay.
a look around.
The den itself, the mouth of the den, you have to get on your belly and slide into. You don't have to actually get on your belly. It's been dug out enough that you can just kind of get on your knees and slip in. But once you're inside, it's actually big enough that you can actually stand up just about straight. It's actually a pretty big, rocky den that is probably about 5 feet in diameter, just about. And a couple people could actually sleep in there pretty comfortably. Roll me perception to see how much you see.
Alright. Yeah, I'm just like, yeah, it's a den.
Yep, you just see blood and stuff kind of scattered around, and that's really all that you can see.
Okay, I'm just gonna leave.
Jack, he rolled a natural 1.
Okay.
All the times.
Yeah. Okay, are you guys continuing on, or are you going to investigate the clearing more?
Investigate the clearing.
Okay. Tell me what you do.
Look around, get smells if I can.
Okay, roll me. You guys can roll. That's fine, Win. We'll wrap it up here pretty soon. Roll me a bunch of perceptions, and I can, There
Oh,
you
sure. There's the natural 20.
Oh, you're Thaddeus right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Let me fix that. I didn't realize who you were.
Don't matter on this big map. I mean, we're really following this thing.
I know, but it helps me. Okay. Really, all of you. Wow, you all rolled really well that round.
Yeah.
I went from a natural 1 to a natural 20.
Yeah. When you walk into the clearing, you can see just what looks like was a flurry. I mean, there are claw marks and hoof marks from the Wendigo just scattered everywhere, like they were chasing something, maybe tearing into something. It's just a mess. The ground is all tore up. There are bits and pieces of fur kind of scattered everywhere, and mixed within the mess, you can see 2 or 3 different sized paw prints that are not Wendigo.
Does it look like the Wendigo's being chased or chasing?
It looks more like they were chasing. They were the ones with the upper hand. None of the marks are like sliding marks, like they were sliding away from him, anything. They are all the marks of them like digging their claws and hoofs in, going after something.
Okay, so they were aggressive at him. Okay, got it.
Are you saying they as in plural?
You can't tell. It's such a mess. You can't tell how many Wendigo there were, but you can pick out at least 2 or 3 different, at least confidently 2 different sets of paw prints.
Can we follow the paw prints? Or is there a trail? Can you tell?
There's really not a trail anymore. It's been too long for the trail to still.
It's gonna be pretty cold. This was like, what, 2 weeks ago?
Between a week or 2 ago.
Okay. I guess this is all we're here to see. I'm gonna continue on.
The king did say that mission was top priority.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'll tell you, that's not the main camp. The main camp is still around the corner. That was just the den site. Bless you.
Thank you.
What do you want to do, Lay?
Lee's going to sort of, turn around in a couple of times in a few circles, just sort of observing the ground around him, and then sort of like a heavy sigh, because like the scene is like in its way depressing. He's going to continue back towards his former pack group, back towards the tribe.
As you go, roll me another perception lie.
Okay, Ryan.
I swear it's right when I minimize the.
I know. Lay, as you're going through the pack site, your nose actually picks up the faint but distinct smells of 3 different canids that are not Wendigo.
Do I have any am I familiar with the smells? Or is it just mostly canine that I can pick?
Yeah, you can. So, I'm trying to think of how to describe this. One, you find, I'm going to make this a little bit easier here to distinct for you. On the trees, as you pass, you can find the different chunks of hair. One of them is kind of a rose gold blonde color. When you smell that one, it smells kind of familiar, almost like spicy or cinnamony, but you're not sure where you can place that smell.
Yep.
The second one is a kind of mottled black fur. It looks like it has some reddish tinge to it. That one, it strikes you as familiar as well. Your mind kind of is grasping at somebody that you've seen recently, while the last bunch of fur is one that you've never really smelled before, but you can identify it as a male Vargan.
Okay. He's just going to sort of hold that information for a moment. He's not quite sure how to relay that. Heads on his way.
Okay. You guys gonna follow him?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, you guys venture on a little bit further. It's getting pretty late now. The sun is starting to set. This has been quite the haul, especially with investigating. As you get there, you walk into another clearing that's right along the river, and there's a few nice made leather and hide yurts set up around, and then there's a large communal campfire in the center. It's clearly a more primitive camp or living site. It is Lay's former home, but it is pretty quiet. The only thing you can hear is in one of the smaller tents, you can hear rustling as if somebody is in there.
Why would they leave the safety of the group to have babies?
Because females are extremely territorial.
And Lay's, was that a Cal question, or?
That was a cow question.
They'd also probably turn around and say, well, 2 females live here, so they're not always on the best of terms.
That doesn't make much sense to me, but okay.
The tents
You
are
either-
actually... Oops, sorry. Wynn asked, do the tents have any tears or whatnot in them? The tents actually are in pretty good shape. They look like they've been upkept very, very well. It's clearly currently lived in. The campfire's even smoldering. It's not burning right now, as if they're just out on a hunt. But they are very well kept.
Lay will approach the tent or the yurt that's got the sound coming from it. Poke his nose in.
As you guys approach this tent, the smallest, it's not even really a yurt like the other ones. It's almost like a teepee. It's probably only about 8-10 feet in diameter. It's compared to the others, which are 12-15. This one's pretty little. And But before you can even really get to the door, the flap pulls open and a face pops out. It's a young male face, and he's not dark-skinned. He's kind of that sandy tone skin, and he has dreadlocks that are mottled in black, brown, and white color. And he at first smiles, thinking that he's familiar with you guys, but then his face kind of falls, and he kind of hunches up a little bit before stepping out of the tent. Can I help you? And he kind of rubs his hands together nervously.
Lay steps up in Varg, and he's just like, where is everyone?
He kind of looks you over, but you speaking the native tongue, it clearly makes him relax a little bit. And he shakes his head. He says, they're just out on a hunt right now. Are you looking for one of them? Is everything okay? And from behind him, you can hear something still inside the tent, just kind of moving as if in a basket.
Everything just completely wigged out on me.
You okay over there?
Yeah, for some reason, Discord just decided to boot me for a moment. I was like, bitch, please. So what were we doing? Speaking native tongue?
Yeah, he relaxes, and he shakes his head, and he says, no, they're just out on a hunt. Why? Do you need something? And he kind of stands in front of the flap of the door, kind of protective, and you can still hear something inside moving, as if in a basket.
I'd heard rumors.
The male, who's probably about the same age as you, Lay, he's really pretty young by Vargan standards, and he kind of shifty-eyed, like, there's a lot of rumors.
I heard pups had died up here. Whose were they?
He kind of nods, and kind of almost ashamed. Both Koi and Yuride had a litter, but only one made it. And he turns around and goes back into the tent and comes out with a single male black and silver pup that's pretty little, but seems to be pretty healthy as well.
Lay nods. I saw a pup. The whole party saw a pup dead on our way up here.
He kind of looks at you almost emotionless, but also kind of dumbfounded at the same time. What did it look like? Could you tell?
Lay briefly sort of looks behind him over at everyone else, and then repeats the sort of description that we were given.
You can see the young Vargan man's face just fall. And he kind of slumps a little bit and lets out a heavy sigh, and you can see his eyes welling up with tears as he turns away for a minute and just nods.
I know most of you don't speak Vargan, so this has got to be pretty entertaining.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, like, give the Vargan male a moment and looks back at everyone. It was Uraid and Koi's pups that died. This is the only one that survived. That's in common.
Did you see the attack? I ask in Vargan.
The young male wipes his face quickly, and he kind of is surprised to see a Fae speaking in his native tongue. And he nods, but switches to a common tongue, which he speaks kind of with a thick accent. He's kind of hard to understand. But he says, yeah, I was the one that saved this one. It was such a mess, I don't remember much, but yeah, I was there.
Do you remember how many Wendigo there were?
I have to look at my notes. Hold on. There was just one, but it was massive, and he was led by another. I don't know if he was a Vargan, but he was canine like us.
What did they both look like?
He closes his eyes for a second, and he turns around and he goes and puts the pup back in the basket in the tent before re-emerging. And you can tell he's racking his brain, trying to remember.
I pull out the Wendigo drawing that we had from the psychics and show him that.
Oh, that was the one with the wings, wasn't it? Okay.
I have very muscular, big antlers with a cloak or wings.
Okay. Yeah. The young male, he looks at the painting and he kind of nods and he said, "Yeah, this one, he was massive. He was the biggest Wendigo I think I've ever seen. He stood well over an elk or a bear. And he had wings, and he motions behind him, wings outspreading like a dragon. And he was fair. I couldn't tell if he was gray or cream, but he had like stone-colored marks on his head and his back, with a big blotch of black on one arm. And his antlers were, I don't know, 7, 10 tines on each side. He was massive."
What about the canine? Does anyone have the picture of the wolf?
I do.
It was a
Yeah.
The black with the... He frowns slightly and said, "No, the one that came into the camp, he was rose color. He was blonde, almost metallic looking. Quite a stunning sight if in a different context. But he rose up onto his hind legs like a werewolf, which our kind cannot do. But that," he points at the picture, he said, "that looks like Lunson or Zatir. I don't know why you would have them involved in this. They are pretty innocent for the most part. I don't like Zatir by any means, but he stays out of trouble, and so does Loon."
Shit.
So you didn't recognize the canine then?
No, the one that showed up, it was one I had never seen before, and it smelled like a combination of floral and bakery. Like a garden next to that bakery in town, the one that does all the chocolates.
Where did we find that werewolf kid?
Just in the middle of town.
Lay sort of perks up for a moment. That's something else. Maybe you can help. But I remember hearing, I think it was your raid at one stage before I left, who said something about a girl called Morrow. What do you know?
He kind of looks at you like, "Oh shit." I'll wait a second. Seeing as it'd probably be a spam call for her.
Oh yeah, give me a second. I need to pee.
I just realized in my notes I have at the very top, it says Moreland missing.
Y'all are dumbasses.
Yes, we are.
What happens when I'm not around?
Right?
Okay, I gotta go pee. I'll be
I
back.
do too, so I'll be right back too. probably. Okay, I'm back. Is everybody else? Hello.
My apologies.
No worries. We all took a pee break.
Okay, because I also did a pee break.
Oh, right. So as Lay asked the question about the name Moro, the young male kind of fidgets a little bit, and he said, yeah, she was at the den when the Wendigo attacked.
What?
Shit.
I can't hear you, Brian.
Statement.
That's not good.
He
That
nods.
was meant to be more of a shock statement than an angry one.
He nods. He nods. Yeah, she fled when the rose one entered the clearing. Zatir chased her off. He panicked, I think. Because he grabbed one of the pups and fled. But I'm...
Oh my goodness! Oh my
Betty.
goodness! Look at your face! Hello, baby! Come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Oh my goodness! You're so fast! You're so fast!
Did I interrupt something?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys were waiting, Phil.
No, between you and Jack's dog barking, I just kind of waited.
Sorry.
We're all back now.
Yeah, we're good now. Okay,
Okay.
try this again. He says, yes, Mora was at the pack site when they attacked. The Zatir chased her off when the rose one entered the clearing. I think he panicked. He grabbed one of the pups and fled himself. I don't think he was thinking straight. He didn't try to defend, or he just knew how nasty Wendigo are. But he took one of the pups and fled after Morlin. Nothing? Anybody?
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of a. Trying to think of
Should we go
how.
look for her?
He shrugs. I don't know if that would be any use. She's kind of rebelling from her family, I believe, last I heard. I mean, I don't hear much. Zatir doesn't let me stay around. But last I had heard, she had an argument with her family. And she was using Zatir as an escape. So I believe as long as she got away from the Wendigo, she should be fine. He should protect her, I would hope. Not that I trust. He sighs as he stumbles over his words, trying to find a unjudgmental way to speak of this male. But he eventually just kind of falls quiet and shrugs.
Is there anything else you remember? Anything important?
Let's see.
Otherwise, I should probably get moving before Tyja gets back and kicks my ass.
As you guys are standing there kind of mulling over what you were discussing, I don't have tokens for this, but slowly out of the trees on every side, canines start to circle you. All of them, their heads low and their teeth bared, deep growls rolling from their chests. And they have you surrounded.
Nope, 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 nope.
I in bargain really quick. I say, wait, but I also like fly up 10 feet just in case.
As you guys are like trying to deter the young male that you're with, he kind of ducks and slinks backwards back into his tent. It just kind of.
Oh, big help.
And then you see 2, 3. I have to think now how many there are.
Ready?
You see 3 for sure, but you can hear growling coming from behind you guys in the trees. So there's 4 or 5. You're not entirely sure. And they just they're circling in a rhythmic pattern, keeping you guys close and squishing you guys closer together, as if herding you like sheep.
Can they maybe herd us out of the camp safely?
It doesn't seem like that's what they're doing right now. It seems like they're pushing you towards the campfire.
This ain't good.
Can Lay recognize any of them?
He recognizes all of them.
Ah, shit. That's a Jack and a Lay thing.
And none of them seem thrilled.
No, none of them would be. Oh shit. Lay's going to do the most appropriate thing for the moment, and he's just gonna become a bearskin rug. He's just gonna on the ground again.
As they kind of get closer, there is a large white canine with almost no tail, and he lunges slightly at Archer, nipping at his leg, missing you by mere inches.
We got Thaddeus, don't we?
Thaddeus.
Whatever. Whoever it is.
It's that one.
It's that one. He grabs your cloak a little bit, putting holes in the cloak.
That pull back. Everyone noticed the holes just disappear.
Oh.
What? Oh.
And it looks like it reforms.
He's a ghost. Calling it right now. Iron Archer did murder him. I'm also flying up a little higher.
Lay's going
That
to
is-
sort of like... he's going to attempt to look a little bit more protective of Thaddeus, but he's still got a lot of coward's blood going on here. He's ready to wilt.
So Thaddeus looks around the scene. Kind of looks around at everybody and goes, shit. And I drop this guy's self.
Oh! What did I say? He's a werehuman.
He's a werehuman.
Where else?
He's a werehuman.
Ignoring that completely, I'm in bargain. I'm like, we're here to help. We were here helping.
From inside the tent, you can hear the young male just chattering in Vargan tongue. Most of you can't understand it, but you can hear him talking. I have to find my notes again here on his behavior.
Yeah, so basically I just turned into Iron Archer.
Yeah.
And I'm holding my pistol.
Immediately, Lay's kind of like putting his paws down, putting on Iron Archer's legs and be like, no, don't. That's all you hear Lay doing. You're just like,
I don't have it drawn, it's just hands on the gun, ready in case.
From
Lay's
the tent, a mottled, mosaic-colored canine that's the one that you were just talking to wiggles out and goes up to a gray and white female that's about his same size, and he kind of puts himself between her and you guys, and he seems to be talking to her. And you can slowly see her ears perking up and the fur along her back, which is extra long. She has like a mohawk. It starts to slowly fall down. and as if she's listening and kind of being calmed by his words. And
She's like a cockapoo.
she is. She has a mohawk, man. And she kind of looks at the male, looks at you guys, looks back at him, and then mutters something to the large white male that's close to them. And he looks furious over whatever it is she says to him. Furious. And he turns and snaps his jaws mere inches from Archer's feet again before turning with a huff and going to the edge of the pack circle and throwing himself to the ground.
Drama queen. And I say that out loud.
Archer doesn't even flinch.
And slowly, everyone kind of settles. They're not happy, but they are settling down. And the young male that you had been talking to shifts back into his two-legged form, and he turns to you guys, and you guys probably should go.
Yeah, sounds like a good time to go.
Yeah, Lay's going to sort of belly drag himself out of camp. Sort of thing. He's like, yep, I'm getting out of here. I'm not being a threat. I'm going. Yep.
Yeah. Archer's just on defense. He's got his hand like near his gun, but not on it, and just walking backwards out of the camp.
Much like a cat looks like, oh, I meant to do that when they fall over. I'm walking out like with my head high. Like, yeah, had that under control.
I'm all good. So you guys leaving the camp?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Wait, did someone say nope? Oh yeah.
I think Spot said yep.
Okay, it's
Leaving the camp a nod of respect.
So, do we want to stop there so that we don't kill Win?
Yeah, that's a good enough spot as any.
Yeah. Because you'll be tracing whole other trails at this point.
We'd have to get started on something.
Yeah,
At
and
that point.
that would be, and I need stuff. You're at the point now where I need to make more maps, I think, so.
whoops.
Well, no, that's good, because, I mean, I was hoping I could somewhat force you guys to go that direction so that I didn't have completely mapless. So, okay, yeah, we'll just call it there then.
Okay.
So, yay, Jack got to play a little bit. Bless you.
Thank you.
I get to force emotional trauma on Jack. I am so happy.
You forced emotional trauma and a half.